What's poppin', Maisto Squad? It's your boy Maisto Media. This is a very important video. This is explaining the series for anyone who really didn't get the series or have the time to watch the entire series. This video will actually explain the series and a lot of things that you may have not known about the series. So you diehard fans, you're going to appreciate some little insights that you may have not known about these episodes. And let's just kick right into it. So on my website, I have a tab called Series and Films, and for The Gates of Hell, the summary of the series, which I'll give to you right now, is a group of friends investigate an abandoned local sewer system hunting for suspicious activity, only to discover that they are not alone inside the tunnels. The hunters become the hunted. So that is what the series is about. It's about a kid, which is me, going into this sewer system with a friend at first, which is Dave, and we find some suspicious activity and we keep going, keep pressing forward, but to find out that what's in these tunnels does not want, it wants to do us harm. So that is what the series is revolved around. What the series is really about, though, is plenty of things. I try to touch on as much things I could that makes sense with the criteria of the series, like us, but really it's about sticking out, being there, being loyal, being a friend. Because let's be honest, if you had a friend who was a complete psychopath who was going to this local sewer system, addictively going to this sewer system, you'd probably be like, all right, yo, have fun with that. This series really freaking stresses, like, yo, I'm gonna be there for you, and well, what it's like to be a psychopath. There's really lots of key points. I really don't have to explain it. If you watch it, you can pick it up. But I'm gonna go episode by episode and try to describe each episode in 10 or 20 seconds or less, and just keep going and give you some things you may have not known about it. So let's start from the very beginning. First vlog is me introducing myself on YouTube. This is not, people don't know that this series actually started from the very first vlog I posted. I had this series in mind since I started vlogging. So all these challenge videos, What's That Smell Challenge, Meet the Girlfriend, Extreme Sour Warheads Challenge, Lunatic Brother video, Chiller Vermont, Gym Sesh, It's Been a While, Try Not to Laugh Challenge. All these videos, guys, were just filler stuff in between from the Gates of Hell video. So his first vlog, the Gates of Hell, and all these challenges. The Gates of Hell video was the first, I like to call it the premiere. It basically is the premiere, the series premiere. It's essentially the series summary, except it's just me and Dave going into the Gates of Hell, the sewer system, and nothing happens. So we go back about a month later. We purposely went back a month later so it could seem real, because the point of this series is about making it seem non-fictional, making it seem real. So that's why you may notice some shots were of the bearded man, which I'll get into later into this video, aren't that good, because in reality you wouldn't stick around to try to get a shot. You would get the hell out of there. But the return to the Gates of Hell, me and Dave go back to the Gates of Hell. At the end of this video, I spot a figure which I purposely did not get a good glimpse of. That was indeed the Plague Doctor, or also referred to as the Bearded Man. I tell Dave about it in the No Turning Back video, and that's been essentially that video. We get the hell out of there. Next video, we have Lift Off, just filler stuff, talking about it, edit, resuming, editing and stuff. And then our, I believe, third time back in Into the Darkness, we go in there and we explore for a little bit. We have Jason lacking behind us. Jason is the Bearded Man, a Plague Doctor. We have him way behind us because, well, we can't show him yet. But next video, same day, almost met our demise. Dave forgets his flashlight once we get out of the waterfall tunnel. Not the waterfall tunnel, yeah, another tunnel. And when he goes back there, we're welcome to a Plague Doctor. And he has this creepy ass laugh and everything. And this is the first time we see the Bearded Man. And this is actually where the series kind of just took off. there was a lot of debate whether or not this was real. This is the first time we got a great glimpse of the Plague Doctor, and this is where everyone kind of was like, all right, is this real or is this fake? But at the same time, no one expected it to be a series. Everyone just thought it was staged, that we were just staging this. No one thought, hey, this might be a series. This is scripted. So fourth day, I believe, called The Seventh Layer. We get our cousin, my cousin, Anthony Wolf. This is Anthony Wolf's first video, excluding the challenges and all those other videos, all those other vlogs. He's in this one. At the end of this video, we find a camera with some content on it, and then that leads me to the next video, the lost tape. We reveal the content on that tape, where we find two masked plague doctors beating the crap out of whoever the victim was of who had that GoPro that we found, or that camera. We used the GoPro to film it, but we actually just put a old rusty camera in the gravel and we found it in the Seventh Layer video. So lost tape video, we revealed that really disturbing clip of this guy getting pummeled, and we purposely had the file on there for 2 hours. I just put the clip of him getting beat, and then I had it black for 2 hours to make it look like his camera died, you know. We had the sound effects from walking away, him being like, muzzled and stuff. I thought it turned out amazing. That video got a lot of exposure. In the next video, we're not running anymore. I just hope you guys know, I know I really took a risk with this, but at the end of the day, I was not really worried about it, series quality, which is my bad. It was my fault. I needed to work on both, but I was trying to make it seem as realistic as possible, and I just probably took away from the shock value. But we were running every time something happened at the gates of hell. Like for example, when Dave went to get his flashlight and we saw the bearded man there, we ran. We got out of there. We ran every time, because it's instinctively what you would do. So keep in mind that we did that because we wanted it to seem real. So we made a video called We're Not Running Anymore. 5th day back, the Resistance. It is me, Dave, and Anthony, and we're going into the waterfall tunnel, I believe it's the waterfall tunnel. And the next video, not alone, this is the first video Krieger's in. We find Krieger in the tunnel. He tells us he was just waiting for us in the tunnels. He knew we were going to be there. He wanted to prank us. We wind up recruiting him to our squad. And then 6th day, we have a fan, Sid Rivera. We had him come. It's actually the longest video that we did here. We had him come along, and we have Jason waiting in one part of the gates of hell while we talk Sid through, you know, the entire episode. And once me and Sid get to the spot where Jason is, Sid and Dave, what I really like about this is that we had a great reaction from Sid in this video. And it leaves off with Sid getting lost in Clifton. Not on my channel, and my video ends off with just Sid, you know, we depart. But I leave a link to Sid's channel in there, and it's kind of like 2 story arcs to start. You know, Sid disappears for 3 days, which I asked him to. He took a huge hit from me on that, and he's like, he makes up this huge story about, you know, I got lost in Clifton. I hope Dom and Dave are okay. I don't know what that is. And then people saw that video and they're like, wow, this is real. You know, that was a great video. 7th time back, Code Red. Essentially in Code Red, we push forward and we reach the end of the waterfall tunnel. And actually, we were looking for I don't know, I'll put a picture up right now from the very first video, the Gates of Hell. There's like little potholes where you can see the street level if you're under the pothole. There's actually when you look up, there's actually a secret room in this one place in the waterfall tunnel, which we were looking for that. We never found it until we were on the way back. It was too late to film it, so, you know, it's whatever. But at the end of that video, we get out of there and it's very late. You know, our backs are sore. We're crouching for so long, and we take a gander at the Plague Doctor, the bearded man with this flare. And I don't know what it is about it, but that flare just there's something about it. The vibe of it, with the the plague doctor, the flare, the place. It was amazing. I love the way the shot turned out. After that, and we realized what we're dealing with in the next video, it's over for now. Me and Dave call it quits. We're like, okay, we're not going anymore, at least for now. Next video, Sid is okay. I see Sid's video that he uploaded, shout it out to get him some publicity. Next video, me, Dave, and Anthony, our next move. We talk about what our next move is. And next video from that, Gates Fault invitation to McJuggernuggets. This video, people were kind of really weren't sure where I was going with this. Essentially, people were kind of like, okay, what was the plan if McJuggernuggets came? Because people were really like, wow, if McJuggernuggets comes, this is real. This is definitely real. Which I was really hoping McJuggernuggets would come. But if McJuggernuggets did come, because people thought that, Jesse was going to come, but he just asked me to make that video, so he had an intro to come. He thought it was fake and we collaborated. That was never the case, obviously, because he didn't come. But what the plan, what it would have been, though, is if Jesse came, I would have had Jason waiting somewhere in the tunnels, and I would have had him scare the holy hell out of Jesse. And think about it, if he was filming, which Jesse would have been if he's going to a place like that, and he captured something like that on his channel and he got the word out that it was real, that would have been the publicity that we needed, that we would have got. It never happened, unfortunately, but that was the big game plan. It never happened, but yeah, I made that video to invite Jesse. Next video, Operation Weaselbrook. Me and my cousin make a video explaining some key components that we need to go back and defeat the Bearded Man. Next video, Second Thoughts. Dave has some second thoughts about going back. At the end of the video, me and Clear can convince him to go. Next video, it's called Gates to Hell 24-Hour Challenge, where I try to just, raise the stakes and say, hey, if this video gets 1,000 likes, we'll stay for 24 hours. Clearly, we didn't. Video only reached about 800 likes. Next video, first aid supply run. Me and my cousin pick up some first aid supply run, first aid stuff, because Krieger, he wanted some first aid stuff. His character wanted first aid supplies, so we got it. Also, when we check out, we got $60 worth of first aid stuff. I work at that Walgreens, so what I did is I literally just grabbed $60 worth of stuff, rang it up, and then had them void out the transaction. So just to make you guys think that I was crazy spending 60 bucks, that's what happened. I put everything back afterwards, obviously, but so next video, mission is a go. It's essentially me, Krieger, and we essentially go, and mission is a go ended with me going down the ladder, and I am welcomed by a flare. We saw the flare from the Code Red video. He's back again with another flare. There was really no meaning behind the flare. If anything, it's just the darkness of this guy. I like the vibe of the flare. I thought the flare was cool, but we get out of there. Mission failed is essentially the Bearded Man actually goes to great lengths to follow us out of the gates of hell, chase us out of the gates of hell, and make sure we get the hell out of there. Next video, not the same. This is a lot of background on this one. Not the same. Dave essentially is in the spot I was at later on 2 times. The Warpath and Man of Sorrows. I go to the gates of hell twice. But anyway, Dave's behavior in this video was a foreshadow to eventually me at the very end of the series. Next video, I did not get to I did record Dave's reaction at the gates of hell, of him freaking out, but I did not have my mic on. I screwed up. I really screwed up there. But I played it into the series and the story that, well, I just didn't want to misrepresent Dave as a bad person, because he was, cursing at me in the video as a character. So I put it out as that to save my ass. Next video, The Last Hurrah. This is apparently the last time that we are going to the gates of hell. Me, Anthony, Anthony, Krieger, and Dave. It's all 4 of us. We go down this one tunnel and see nothing, and then we meet a band of kids. What I love about this episode is that was not scripted at all, and it worked out perfectly. We had Jason waiting at the entrance, making sure no one interrupted filming, and these kids come in, and as we're about to exit the tunnel, we clash into them, and they start talking about how there's this guy in all black outside. He's looking like really sketchy. We think he's a Satanist, and like we were like, oh, this is perfect. We played right into it. We're like, you know, he could be a Satanist. You know, you see that guy, kill him. You know, that type of thing. I love that episode. It went so perfectly, so freaking perfectly. Picking up from the last hurrah is message received. It is essentially where we lose Krieger. We don't see him on camera, but he's tying his shoe. He gets left behind, and he gets jumped. We find the bearded man. Dave confronts the bearded man, and this is where we get to see the bearded man really, really angry. He scares us shitless. And we essentially get out of there. He flashes that he has got a Bowie knife of some sort, something big, a big knife. And all we have is this little pocket knife. So we haul us out of there. We eventually run into Krieger at the end of the video. The end of the video of message received picks up with a phone call of Krieger calling us, and it's just Krieger goes, "We have to talk." So next video, Deja Vu picks up with us, Anthony departing, and us meeting Krieger, and he tells us what happened. Next video, Separate Ways. After what happened, me and Dave decide that it's best that you know, we do not go back anymore. We're done. This is Thanksgiving Day that this was filmed. We're sorry, we're done. Next video, catch me on stream. Just trying to block it out. Next video, Paranoia. Just it's a vlog at my youth group. But I see something in the woods, and you know, I'm thinking it's the bearded man. It's the plague doctor. Next video is a vlog with Krieger at a park, and this is where we get to introduce Willie. Willie Mora is in this video. He tries to tackle me, but Krieger tackles him, and it's kind of a similar introduction to when we first met Krieger. He just wanted to be on the channel, and he was trying to prank us. So there's that video. Next video is it worth it? Hashtag decide our fate. I loved this video because the like ratio is so close. I was like, all right, yeah, they definitely want us to go back. But it was 158 likes to 117 dislikes, and apparently it goes. If I had more likes, I'd go back, obviously, which we ended up doing. Next video, revenge on Willie. I get some revenge on Willie for pranking me. I get the nice exploding water bottle prank into his face. And next video after that, new recruit. We decided to have Willie come with us in replace of Anthony because Anthony could not make it in the next video. Next video, he thinks I'm insane. I talked to my cousin. I pitched the idea of going back to the gates of hell to my cousin, and he obviously tells me I am insane. Next video, warning call. I am with my cousin yet again, and Christy, which is the therapist from BC Youth, my friend Christy, which is also known as my therapist, tells me that, you know, it's not a good idea. So she's basically warning me not to go. Next video, back to hell. It's me, Willie, Krieger, and Dave. We are at the gates of hell. No activity happens. This is the longest video of the series, half an hour. So after that next video, Q&A, Gates of Hell edition. Me and Anthony answer some Q&A questions. Next video, document everything. This is where I had to cover my ass. I was getting a lot of heat for not posting what happened with Dave when he went on his warpath. So I made it up from this point on that whatever happens, there's no more mistakes, essentially. I'm going to document everything no matter what happens. So next video is Boring Christina vlog. It's me and my sister just do a vlog. Video after that is called The Bearded Man. This is one of the highlights of the series, one of the most important episodes. So Jason is the bearded man in this. He doesn't have his plague doctor mask. He is just a man, you know. But with my paranoia, I spot him in the woods when me and Dave are at a park. Essentially confesses he is the bearded man, and then in the next video, the showdown and an all-out fight, an all-out brawl breaks out. Man, so much to talk about that video. I talked a lot about this in last Q&A and stuff, but that fight scene was so difficult to film. It was actually a tribute to Psycho Brother Stomp's glasses from McJuggernuggets. It was a similar kind of choreography of fight that went on. But if you want to know more about that, just watch Q&A number 2. Repercussions. This is taking place after the fight. Me and Dave are essentially wounded. You know, we're at wit's end. This is where it starts taking off. Next video, I broke down. I had to break down in this video. I am one not to cry. I can get really emotional and not cry, so I have to stub my toe for me to cry. Really, I mean, I really have to hit rock bottom to cry, and I somehow managed to do it for this video. I cut onions and everything. Nothing was working, but you know, I essentially cried after the fight and everything. Next video, fighting our demons. This is me trying to pep talk Krieger in my room to go back to the gates of hell. Next video, do you believe in the paranormal? Kind of this little discussion video, topic video with me and Krieger talking about the paranormal. Next video is counseling. This is the first video, not the first video. We've seen Christine in past vlogs, but this is the first video where she's actually taking a major role in the series, and it's an actual interview session where I could talk to Christy about my problems about the gates of hell. Next video, and so it begins. This is where I am at, taking yet again another normal vlog at ShopRite, or I forget what the place is called. But we have Bones. This is actually Bones, who passes this note to Dave. It's weird seeing Bones without his bandana, but that was Bones who passed on the message. And a lot of people were wondering where did Bones go when he passed that note, because this is all taken in one shot, and really no one knew where he went. And I got to give props to Nick for actually, you know, getting out of frame in time. People thought he got in that white car, which he actually didn't. He just made he passed, gave Dave the note, looped around the car, and just went straight back right where we were the entire time over there. So that's where he went. But next video, the beginning of the end, I essentially drive Dave down to the gates of hell and tell him, hey, listen, we started this, we're ending it. I go down there foolishly, and at least the next video called The Warpath, where I foolishly, you know, go down there and make a fool out of myself, which is exact foreshadowing from when Dave did and not the same. Next video, The Catalyst. I've kind of hit rock bottom at this point in the series. I've grown numb, really, and Dave is just trying to be a friend. He's trying to be there for me at this point. Next video, Off the Deep End. Krieger starts to see my my behavior, my recent behavior, and he points out that I am no longer the same Dom. And actually, a fun fact in this point, little foreshadow. This is like kind of, if you guys watch McJuggernuggets, you'll get this. But McJuggernuggets will always be like, oh, this is foreshadowing, and it's just like, you know, I don't know, something. The slightest bit will be a foreshadow, but my phone at one point was on yellow, which stands at medium for phone battery. I coincidentally didn't have it on medium. I actually made sure that my phone was on medium to represent that this is where Dom is at. He is at medium right now. He is not. He is almost at rock bottom. Like after yesterday, if one more thing happens, he is gonna snap. He's going into red. You know. Next video. This is my response. Dom never thinks that he really gave a response to the bearded man, so he decides to send a video message out to YouTube of him destroying the mask, which ultimately is another foreshadow of him killing, spoilers, killing a bearded man in the finale. Next video, Swallow Your Pride. Dave decides to do the same thing, but send a video message to Dom and telling him to swallow his pride and that he is just not the same. Next video is Fired. I get fired at work. I actually have my shift lead fake fire me for this video. Next video, Dom needs help. I'm at Youth, and Josh, John, Willie, and Josiah find me and just really try to help me. They're bros for me. They're really just trying to get me out of this ruckus that I'm in right now. Next video, Peace of Mind. John Mora gives me this book about the gates of hell. it says his uncle had it, made up this whole spiel about his uncle, that something happened to him at the gates of hell, and he gave me this book for closure and peace of mind, so I read that book. Next video, the death of streaming. This is where I kind of, you could tell the series is ending. Everything just starts to crash and burn. The death of streaming. Keep in mind that this video was actually filmed in red. The whole room is pitch black and red. This is representing the red that I was talking about. There's green, orange, and red. Now it's slightly red. It's not entirely red, this room. So we're almost getting there. Next video, where the hell is Anthony? To be honest, Anthony just couldn't make it to any more of the film shoots. I had to write him out from him being kidnapped, essentially, by the bearded man. So really, the last time we saw Anthony had to be the last time we the Q&A, I guess. But that's, people were really wondering what happened. But I had to. That's how I had to write it out. So that where the hell is Anthony video is essentially just me saying, I don't know what happened to my cousin. I haven't talked to him in 3 weeks. I talk to him every day, that type of thing. So we are at this point just assuming he's kidnapped. Next video, she's gone. I have my ex-girlfriend Katie break up with me in this video, which is kind of cliche because we broke up like 2 weeks later. But I'll give her credit. She did a good job, unless everything she said was actually probably real. But next video, Man of Sorrows, is the second time I'm back to the gates of hell alone at my warpath. And this is where I am at red now, because the next video, it's red. It's what I've become. The whole room is red. I have these two little lights down here that just illuminate red, the entire room red. I am now at rock bottom at this point. Next video, no delaying the inevitable. This is the taking place same day of the finale. I get Krieger and Dave to come with me to just end this once and for all. Next video, end times. Me and Dave kind of have a look back on the first time we went to the gates of hell 6 months ago, 5 months ago, and we're just kind of taking in, reminiscing everything that just has happened over, well, past half the year. We have radios, we're radioing Krieger, trying to be back up with him. So end times part 2. This is kind of the pre-finale. We meet up with Krieger. Krieger kind of goes at wit's end at some point and tells us that I am essentially leading them into death. And before Krieger can even express how he really feels, that is when Bones stabs Krieger 4 times. And that is the end of Krieger at that point. Me and Dave haul ass out of there, and we get to the entrance, and we realize that, we can't run anymore. This is the finale, and we have an all-out brawl. Me, not so much. Not in that episode, but Dave kills Bones. He stabs him, and before Dave can get to the bearded man unfortunately kills Dave with a wrench. He gushes his head in with a wrench. And it comes down to Dom whether or not he can pull the trigger, which he does pull the trigger. And we get to see Dom at this point that he's no longer, Krieger is right, he is no longer the same Dom. And it ends right there. I pulled the trigger, I'm just panting, and I get out of there. That's the end of End Times. We have reached the finale. We are at Revelations. This picks up with me now climbing up the ladder, getting out of there, seeing all these flashbacks of just what happened from the previous episode. And as I'm getting out of there, as I'm just crawling out of the gates of hell, I'm in the woods now trying to get out of here, I start hearing Dom. 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 And the third Dom, I actually get kicked in the face by the bearded man. And you're all probably wondering, you just killed him. How did you do that? Well, it turns out I got a clean shot when clean through the bearded man. I did not kill him. So he, without me even knowing, he must have followed me and hit me. So, but when I get hit on impact, I flash. There's a flash, and I wake up into a office. This is where your imagination can go wild. You can say, cops found me, took me to a mental hospital. But I wake up in this, doctor's office, this therapist's office. And the therapist is telling me that, well, you've been hallucinating this entire time. The contaminants in the tunnel, the gas, has been making you hallucinate. The formethane, I believe is what the gas is that makes you hallucinate inside those tunnels. That is what has been causing you to hallucinate. Apparently, everything that has happened over the course of 6 months has never happened. And that's how the series ends. But the best part about the finale is that the therapist is the plague doctor. He is the bearded man. So the entire time I was hallucinating my therapist, which not Christy, but the plague doctor, Jason. I just thought that was the greatest loophole ever. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I've been inspired by Revelations, the Call of Duty mission from Black Ops, the first Call of Duty Black Ops with Mason. That's where I got the inspired for that finale from, and of course a lot of other stuff from McJuggernuggets and Ghost Adventures from Zach Bagans. But we'll talk a lot about that in my Q&A number 2. So if you want to know about that, you can watch that video too. But that's essentially the finale. People have been telling me, hey, you know, you can do so much more of this series, right? Like, where's season 2? Now that everyone knows that this series is kind of fake, you know, it is fake, but it's gonna be hard to make number 2. I gotta see, everyone wants to do it, but I got some ideas boiling in the head. I got some things are floating around. So definitely, if you're not subscribe, because oh man, it's great. It's gonna be great. Alright guys, that's essentially the series explained to the best of my ability. If you got any questions about anything, hit me up. I'll answer them in the 3rd Q&A. I have no idea when that's gonna be, but yeah. This has been your boy Maisto Media. Thank you for watching. Buy the merch back there, merch here, merch, stickers and stuff. The shop will be in the description. Check out my Twitter, Instagram, all that in the description. Just check it out. Alright guys, this has been your boy Maisto Media, and I'm out.